Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Like 180, 380.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there by a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the red zone now, Rivers. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Busts through the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run there.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, QB, come on.
6-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 180. Rivers on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Rivers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Come on.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it's going to be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now Jackson on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 85 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Chargers 13. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were three quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those three quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check curls, check curls.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Alpha! Hey, White, 89!
From the gun, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Allen, the intended receiver. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 36, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's into the clear. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Hey, watch the left.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. On third down, Mark Ingram. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Melvin Ingram. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Throwing, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
Hey, Delta!
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Down to the 25. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Rivers to throw it. taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Easy.
Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. To throw. Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Rivers on the money, complete, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his, and I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Jackson now. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson is going to let this one go deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.